This is 20 ISOs number 18. First things first, let's get an idea for what the dimensions of this object are. We're going to go on the two filleted sides and count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be 8 for the width. And the filleted side on depth is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units deep. The height of the object is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 2 more for the base at the bottom. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to have a total height of 10. I'm just going to write h equals 10 up here. It's not really a good place to dimension the height, so I'll just write h equals 10. So looks like let's get an idea for what we need to do here. I see fillets up at the top because we could just make a cube and fillet round this out. There needs to be a hole cut in the center with a diameter of 4, and there are 2 fillets down here with a radius of 1, and there is a small rectangular cutout in the bottom. This won't really be so hard because the middle of the rectangular cutout is in the middle of the object. It's symmetrical, which means we can use a center point rectangle and we won't really have to measure out geometry or anything like that. Which, if we're designing something, the less we have to count and measure, the faster and quicker we're going to be able to model our parts. Sometimes you can't avoid it, sometimes you just got to do it, but in this case, OnShape will automatically target out the center of the object, so we can use that to our advantage, and if we can, we should. Here we go. We're going to make an 8x5 base. Let's create our new shape. We're going to make a document. We're going to call it 20 ISOs number 18. We're going to click OK. And then we're going to be making an 8x5 base. So we're going to start a sketch. We're going to click on the top, and then we're going to make sure that we have the top view pane selected. We're going to create a rectangle. We're going to make that rectangle 8x5. So I'm going to type in 8, enter, 5, enter. And then we're going to click the green check mark, go to an isometric view. Let's look at how much the base is going to be. That base is only going to be 2 units high. So when I go to extrude, I'm going to click extrude, and I'm going to make sure that it's set to 2 units, and then we're going to click the green checkbox. Okay, we have a couple of things that we can do. So we could go ahead and start making the big block up top, or we can start making the cuts. My personal opinion is to go ahead and make the basic shape, and then you can start rounding off the shape from there and cutting out the shapes. So I'm going to make this block that is a 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a 2 by 8, or 2 by 8 and then 8 high. So it's 2 by 8 by 8. And then let's make a sketch. We're going to go to the top view, make a rectangle, make that rectangle go out this far. Click. So that's 8 up top and 2 on the bottom. It's going to make some constraints for you, no big deal. Click on the green check mark, and then we're going to extrude that 8 units up. Okay, we're going to extrude 8 units up. So we're going to have our basic shape. Click the green check mark. Okay, from here, what we're going to do is we're going to use the fillet command, and we're going to use the fillet command with a radius of 4 to round off this top part. We're going to go back here, click the fillet button, set the radius to 4, and then click on the left edge and then the right edge. We're going to have a nice rounded shape. Click the green check mark. We are good to go on that part. The bottom fillet doesn't have a radius of 4. The bottom fillet only has a radius of 1. So let's use the radius, or the fillet option again, and let's set the radius to 1. And then we're going to click on the left. Ooh, lordy, look what I did. Hit X to cancel. Abort mission. We're going to fillet, make sure that it's set to 1. And then make sure that you actually click the edge, not the face, or try to do the whole thing. Click the edge on this side and the edge on this side, and then click the green check mark. Okay, so we now have our 2 fillets, and what we need to do from here is we need to do the rectangle cutout, and we need the hole cut out in the middle. So let's do the rectangle next. Create a sketch. We're going to sketch this flat plane on the bottom, and then move to the top view. We're going to use the center point rectangle, which is the second option, not the first option. Click center point rectangle, move your mouse to where it snaps in place in the middle, and then click out. I believe we said that we wanted this thing to go 4 units out and 1 unit in, but we probably need to double check. So I'm going to click once and then go reference. 4 units across and 1 unit in, sorry. So we're going to click 2 units for the height, because that's going to go 1 unit each way, and then we're going to go 4 units across. That's going to be 4 units wide. Okay, finish the sketch, and whenever we extrude, we're going to be able to cut only the part that's over the sketch is going to be cut, obviously. So we're going to do extrude. We're going to make sure that we select remove and click on the rectangular portion, drag that arrow down, and you should have a cut that goes completely through your object. Green checkbox to make sure that we are where we need to be. And let's worry about this hole up at the top then. Create a sketch and put it on the flat surface on the front view. We're going to move to the front view, and to get the center of the circle, we're going to move down 1, 2, 3, 4 units, and that center should be right at the edge of where the fillet is anyway. It should be the center point of the fillet should be where we're going to put our circle. So we're going to make the circle command, and we're going to start off at the top and just drag your mouse down to where it snaps in place. Right there, that's going to be the center. So click that, and we're going to have a diameter of 4 units. And that's going to be our circle. Finish the sketch, go to the isometric view, hit extrude, select remove, click on the circle in the middle, drag that arrow out to get a hole in the middle, green checkbox, and let's double check and make sure that we didn't miss anything. Looking back, rectangular cut, fillet on the top, circle, 2 fillets on the side. Looks like we have this. This is going to be ISO number 18.